Let's see. This up here, so. All right. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Shout out to going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the security guards. Shout out to the students. But it's holidays, so no school not about, but them are still students and teachers. Those are the teacher. I'm happy for this holiday. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the techs, the AC techs. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 3rd of the 6th. January, February, June. Is June already. Today is the 3rd of the 6th. Today is my baby girl's birthday. Uh, join me in wishing my little princess a happy birthday. I'm talking about Milani. Milani turns 4 years old today. A lot of you know her from seeing her on the channel or on her mom's channel, right? So the little princess, my little bunununos, my munchi punchi, my baby girl, she's 4 today, right? Time is flying, man. This baby was born during the pandemic, and she's 4 already. Yeah, though, and 4 going on 14. I like that. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, what else? We have a lot to talk about this morning. It's Monday morning. You feel foggy on a Monday morning. We call it motivational Mondays, not and money making Mondays. They used to call it manic Mondays. Cause Monday I come off of the weekend and you're like, oh, I gotta get back to work Monday morning, and then you're just dragging yourself. As something feel this morning, I feel like a piece of crumpled up paper that need to be stretched out. A crumpled up dollar bill. Then I figure iron me out. I feel press out. Me feel my energy is not there this morning, but we're gonna make it do what it do anyways, because we're still up and we're still thankful and we're still feeling good and all these things healthy and all them something there. I get another day to say I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not in nobody hospital. I'm not in nobody's, well, they're not planning my funeral, no nothing like that. So I feel good. But there, let's make the most of it. Your princess shares a birthday with my husband, Audrey Wright. Happy birthday to your husband, Audrey Wright, as well. Make the day count for him. Be a good wife. You know what I mean. Throw neck like a giraffe. That throw neck like a giraffe. I'm just saying. All right. Figure it out and see what it mean to you, and then go make your husband happy. Upon his birthday. Been a Russell minute family twins graduation, New Year, enough shenanigans, but I'm on there. Ken Prosper, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. It's been a minute. Glad to see that you're all right. All right. I know a lot of y'all is like, throw neck like a giraffe. What the hell that mean? Ask your husband. He'll tell you what it means. All right, all right. On we move. On we move. Um, National minimum wage moves into effect today. The national minimum wage in Jamaica moves into effect today. Thank you all for all the happy birthdays. I wish my baby girl could see it. She's asleep right now. Justin Brown says, SouFlo, did you hear about the Jamaican selling guns out of his food truck? Ross, yes, I did. And I was supposed to do something on that. But I wanted more information, more than what, you know how I do already. Me dig. So I want more information than what the news bring. I usually use the news for, that's my starter point, right? So we have all the information that everybody else has. And then I want more information. So I want to see where this, what more they're gonna put out. And it's US media, so usually they put everything out a little bit later. So stick a pin, hold on to that one. I want to do something on it, but I want to do something completely different. Anyhow, speaking of that, This is one of the reasons why I say shout out to the people going out to work this morning and the people coming in from work this morning. Cause you know, look over your shoulder like this and you're not paro and you're not. Listen, make no mistake about it, right? There's a lot of money to be made in the United States of America. This is really, truly the land of opportunity. You come here, you set up your scheme or your scam, whichever way you get it, and you can get it and you can get rich here. But the consequences when you don't do it the right way, it's too much. It's too much for me. Some man look upon them consequences then some woman and like, oh, me go rub a little time in jail. No, me no want to rub no time in no jail. Nothing. I'm not rubbing no prison time nowhere. Next thing man have me in a shower, try rub me down when me I try rub my back. And me I try rub my body parts, then I get a good shower. I'm coming there, try rub something on you. No, I'm cool. I don't want to do none of that. I know exactly how to go get fast money. Uh, I'm not a criminal element, but I grew up with a lot of criminal elements who are some of them still very active. That's why I keep my distance. Big up to the charge of them. That's why I keep my distance. I don't want nobody even mistake me for. You know the funny thing about that, since this information is out there already, let me speak on that part. When the feds said they bought 60 plus guns from, listen, this is not Jamaica, you know. This is not Jamaica. So whatever y'all coming here with, make sure you know what you're doing when you come in here. And for those of you who think you're getting by because you're getting to the money, you're not getting by nothing. Please listen to me. Listen to Brother SouFlo. You're not getting by with nothing. They already know about you. They already know about you. They're already on to you. They're giving it time. Okay. And they're doing their behind the scenes work. It took them, I think, a year and change of meticulously investigating, like Hunter Black said, meticulously scrutinizing the situation. A year and a half, I think. And they bought over 64 guns on 60 different occasions. That means, you know, when you reach a court, you know, you can't say, oh, no, you didn't buy that from me. Oh, we didn't? Not this first time? Oh, that wasn't you the second time? No, that wasn't you the third time? Oh, wow, that wasn't you the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That wasn't you the 34th, 35th, 6th, 7th, 38th. Them more than seal up the case, them, my friend. I don't want to get caught up in nothing like that. And when them people come for you, they come for you. He's probably going to end up having to roll over upon somebody else because somebody is your connection. They said the drugs comes from, well, California, Mexico, something, and then the guns come from Florida or something like that. But either way, he about to get shafted the long way. And it's not just him, it's him and his whole crew. It's a group of them. I'll get into that on another video. I'll go through and do the work because they're going to put that information out one time at one point or another. May I watch it to know? And I said, food truck. Something just told me it was a Jamaican. Something just told me it was a Jamaican. And then now I'm trying to give my Jamaicans the benefit of the doubt. So I'm like, I wonder if somebody put a Jamaican flag on the food truck just to make them think they were selling Jamaican food, but it wasn't a Jamaican. They already did a piece in the Jamaican newspaper, I believe it was in the Gleaner, also, of the part of Jamaica that he comes from. And the people them when know him there are talking in the interview with the Gleaner. And they're like, man, we never expect this from him. We know say I'm gonna foreign. We think him they're foreign I work hard. You know, we never know say them thing I'm into and all these things. Couple of things. One, we come from one family where we uphold certain things. So they'll look at me doing something like that as me just shame the whole family kind of thing, you know? And I know you could be like, so nobody cares what people think. Where I come from, in my village, it very much counts. You shame the whole family. Some people they don't come from that. And I ain't gonna say too much more about it. I wish them all the best. I wish them all the best. But when I get all the details and all the charges, I'll bring it to you. All right, upon that. When you just go and do what do here, like wake up and go to your job, or pursue your career, or make your money and pay your Uncle Sam him taxes and these kind of things. I definitely encourage that. Shout out to the entrepreneurs out there. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. You work harder for yourself than you do for others. At least you're supposed to, because if you're an entrepreneur, nobody gives you a guideline. Nobody no give you no time. Nobody is saying you have to be at work at 8 tomorrow morning. So say, okay, man, I have to go wake up from 7. It take me 30 minutes to get there. I want to clock in on time. Nah, you're an entrepreneur. You on the clock 24/7. Yeah. And the harder you work is the better your pay will be. You determine your income, but it's rough. It's rough. So shout out to the entrepreneurs. Thank you all for all the happy birthdays that keep coming in from my little princess. We're about to go get her set up for the day and do all kind of things to make her have a beautiful, wonderful day today as well. And I'm grateful that I'm able to do that. All them thing there. I'm in prison and my daughter out here having her birthday, passing milestones. No, sir. Me no want that in a nothing. That nothing. I want to be. See, they do a big bust in Brooklyn, New York, recently, taking down the street gangs that are there. Lisa Evers just covered it yesterday. And I look at all these young, black, strong men. I said, damn, my brothers, they out here volunteering for modern day slavery like it's nothing. Let me tell you something, right? A real man a real man do the hard things that need to be done. I'm just passing on a message. This is just how I feel about life. A real man do the hard things that need to be done. Okay? Getting money the easy way, getting selling drugs, robbing people, whatever, that's easy money. Waking up, staying committed every day to working a 9 to 5, even if you don't have no skills or nothing, and you have to say to yourself sometimes, yo, this ain't gonna cut it. I need another job. Some men out here working 2 jobs. You know what I mean? Some of them have 3 and 4 hustle. Some people are entrepreneurs with careers on the side. All that. That's hard. That's hard. Staying free, staying out here to protect your family. You're a protector provider, right? Who the hell you protecting out here when them people that have you lock up in our cage? Nobody. You can't protect nobody out here. You just left your family at the mercy of the world. A man grab your daughter and slap her in her face to the downstairs in your building. She got to run upstairs to her apartment and be scared. There's no daddy upstairs where she could say, Dad, this just happened to me, and you go downstairs, go defend your family. A man back up your son and do all kind of something to him. You just got to hear about these things from behind a prison wall. So real men stay out to take care of their families, right? You provide, you protect. That's your job, and you can't do it from prison. That's all I'm saying. So stay the hell out of these people's prison, man, and stay the hell out of anything that even look closely like it could get you put in these people's prison. And another thing about prison in the US is real easy to get in there, and it's really friggin' hard to get out. And I know this for a fact. Really easy to get in, really hard to get out. You got people in there that want you in there, especially when they find, oh, you doing short time. You know what I mean? You go in there, you go into prison politics and all this other stuff. You have to live by convict code and all this. Man, punch you in your face, you can't tell nobody. Or if you tell somebody, oh, you a snitch, you're going to have to move off this block. Who want to live like that? Not me. Not me. Thank you, Sister Fia. Thank you, Donna Davis. Thanks to everybody with the birthday wishes. Slow and steady growth over time. Compounding interest. Absolutely, MJ. Absolutely. My grandmother said, Miss Ruby said, no work goes unrewarded. If you're doing messed up work out here, you're going to get a messed up reward, and it's coming. And if you're doing good work out here, it might take a while for you to reap the fruits of that labor and the benefits, but that's coming too. So slow and steady, man. That's it, and get to it. Rome wasn't built in a day, they say, right? Me never see a house built in a day neither. It's brick by brick and block by block, and you take your time and every mickle make a muckle until you get to it. And that's what you appreciate the most out of life too, the things that you work hard for and you put together over time. Anything you get quick, you never appreciate it. Because you tell yourself, say, that's not nothing, I can't do that again. Can we do that quick? When you have to struggle, hustle, grind, sacrifice, build slow, watch how beautiful it looks when it's done. And watch how much appreciation you put into it when it's done. It's like when somebody give you a free pair of shoes, right? Compared to when you did have to work and buy your own shoes, you walk different. You walk different. You don't want to kick no ball in them shoes here no more. Cause me just pay a little $130 for them, and boy, I had to work hard for that $130. When shoes come down in a barrel, you out the door, a kick ball with it. You walk on a bushy night. You know what I'm saying? Anything you work hard for and put together, man, you gotta appreciate it more too. Yeah, that part. And they still building it. I'm if Adjoretti, I'm if tell you. All right. Georgia says, Georgia Barrett, thank you. All the black men would listen to you and gather some senses. Man, I try. I try teaching. I try, and I hope. And they do. Because I got a lot of them that call me and say, yo, even I'm elated and I'm impressed and happy when younger brothers call me and they're like, yo, SouFlo, me not lie no. Boy, me I listen to you for a couple of years now, brother. Me I tell you the truth. No, me start think like you. I was having a long conversation the other night with one of them, and we were sending text messages and voicemails back and forth and stuff. And just I love that. Say you having a positive impact on somebody's life. If we could even save one, let me say one more thing about prison that I'm getting into the topics we have for this morning. You see the guys who've been there before, but come home, come tell bad man's story. I don't like uno. I don't like uno. Y'all need to come home and talk to these youths and tell them exactly what go on behind them walls. So they are scared shitless and don't want to go there. When you come out and you glamorize prison life, right? You encourage the youth them to go there, because those who are already on the wrong track, they're like, so if me going there, then everything good, then we can't handle that, man. It's gonna be a cakewalk, right? Okay. Me I watch a documentary the other night and me hear a brother say, the loudest him ever hear a youth scream. And when a 4-man pin him down in a shower when he just came in. And then there was another guy who was telling his story. I said, damn, these people our people never tell their story, what really happened. I think they should have shown this video to every youth that's heading down the wrong path. It was a white dude. He was skinny as hell. He got in vehicular manslaughter was his charge. Him same used to get drunk from him young, 16, 15, and drive. And one day he did it and he was 17. And he did it, and this time he went the wrong way on the highway and head-on collision with a car and ended up killing, I think, the father of a family. Everybody else in the car, 2 kids were in the back. The wife got injured badly. The husband died. And he was like, yo, I feel bad, man, because I took away their protector provider, right? And I get a chance to live again. But I'm in prison. But my day will come where this sentence will end. Well, white boy, them sentence him lightly, But the things that happened to him in there, he is super traumatized. He told about how he got attacked in the shower. 4 big black dudes, them hold him down, them rape him. He said all he could see, all he remembers is he got into the shower and he remembered getting punched from behind, like somebody punched you in your face from behind. And he said, my face hit the floor. I fell. And then all I saw were feet moving back and forth around me. And he's like 130, 140 pounds light. And he was like, these big guys, it took like 2 of them. One spread my legs and held me down. The other one had me pinned down from the arms and the head area, and I couldn't move. And it was the first time in my life I said to myself, I want to die. I want to die. I hope they shank me, kill me right now. As the rape was continuing and they were taking turns, switching out, Tell the blood clean, pick them something here. So them know that these things await them in there. You out here doing all kind of foolishness. You selling guns, you selling coke, you acting like this your world, you acting like ain't no laws here, you acting like it don't happen for real. Oh, it happened to other people. It won't happen to me. Yeah, okay. All right then. Keep on telling yourself that. Then you end up in there. That's why a lot of them traumatize their shit when they come out. They can't talk straight. Their mind is never back to being normal, no matter how them try to fake it. They've been through stuff they can't even talk about. Even if you haven't been through it, you're gonna witness it, and it's horrible. There was another guy on YouTube that I listened to, Fresh Out, and he was like, man, just witnessing that stuff, it messes your mind up. It messes your mind up. And again, in my top about rape, and he's like, this big dude in there, I'm catch one little youth and I'm selling the way I'm raping him. And he was like, how the blood was trickling down and running down the floor, coming. And in there, he was like, you don't ever look in another man's cell. You mind your business. You could get dealt with just for looking in somebody's cell. So you walk the tear, you walk with your head straight. And he walked in the tear and he heard the uh, uh, and he was like, I didn't turn my head, but I turned my eyes. And I was like, holy shit, that's youngin' that came in yesterday. And I'm like, damn. He said the next time him see the youth wasn't speaking no more. That laugh was gone off his face. He didn't laugh no more. He was just messed up, and it messed him up. Because he's witnessed so many of those. All kind of something going on them place there, man. Me want to stay right out there, so I'm good. I'm good. Anyhow, national minimum wage moves today to $15,000 per week. This is national minimum wage in Jamaica. Valiant, very famous dancehall artist. Apparently, the report says that Valiant was in the car that ran over Dr. Christopher Tufton. Dr. Christopher Tufton is Jamaica's Minister of National, not Minister of National Security, that's Chang. Minister of Health is Dr. Christopher Tufton, right? And it seems like a famous DJ ran over Dr. Christopher Tufton. It was Valiant that was in the car. Was he driving the car? I don't know. I don't think so. But I think he was in the car. So as you can see by the icon for this morning, Dr. Christopher Tufton and Valiant are at the hospital. Somebody look on the hospital background and say, that's a nice hospital, man. That's not in Jamaica. Like him gone a foreign go hospital. him gone a foreign for go hospital. Somebody said no, it's up at Yui. Up at the part where if you have money, that's where them carrier go. Up there, so up there is where the famous people who have money goes, and probably the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security and the Minister of Health and these kind of big wigs, they go there. Now Teflon was driving. All right, we'll get into what the story is. I don't think it was Valiant that was driving because the report says Valiant was a passenger in the car. Um, Good news for Jamaica. We could get that one out the way quickly. Jamaica now has recorded, we've just passed our 2 million visitors mark at the 5th month of the year. So January, February, March, April, May. From January 1st to the last day of May, Jamaica has seen over 2 million visitors to the island so far. And that's 5 months in, which means tourism industry is booming, which means the people that were working at the tourism industry, they are working, seeing, which means money is coming in, which means it's a good look for Jamaica, which means it can only get better from here. And me like that already. I like it because I'm more akin to the people who actually work in the industry. Yeah, people send them picking to go to school off of this living and these kind of things. So one of the things we are always careful to do is not to say or do things that would damage our tourism industry, because I understand it on a different level. Some people are like, boycott the tourism industry. I'm like, no, because people have to eat. And there are a lot of people who are employed through it. And although the pay ain't too great, it's something. You know, we have a difference of opinion. Some people think No, boycott it because the people them deserve better, and nothing better than something little something better than nothing. But I don't see it that way. So back to national security. Shout out to the tourism industry in Jamaica doing mighty well. 2 mil in 5 months in. That means by the end of the year we'll probably be hitting like 4.5 to 5 million for this year, which would be a record. Because I believe last year our record was 2 point something mil, right? So we would have doubled it by the end of this year. Good luck. The minimum wage. I could talk about that a little bit. That minimum wage. The minimum wage was moved. It is officially now 15,000 per week. So I said to myself, say, how much is 15,000 Jamaican dollars in US dollars? Because I'm a Jamaican living in US, so I always automatically calculate over the money. It's $96.46. I want to try survive. I want you to try. If you're a single person, I want you to try survive off a $96.46. You know, some land of Jamaica already, right? And I forgot where I was. Me not have to ask Shakira which part we did there. Some place where we went to go buy some seafood. And I think we left. And we didn't get the seafood because the seafood was like 55 US dollars. For food, you know? 55 US dollar. I said, who the hell is this selling seafood in a Jamaica for 55 US dollar? I think somebody else said because you did in a tourist area, brother. And them make them price for the tourists them. So them charge them the same amount or more, like the same amount they would pay in the US for it. I'm like, that ain't for no Jamaican. Maybe go sit on a river and catch fish. 55 US dollar for one seafood platter. Like one like a seafood platter. I think they're gonna have like 2 lobster tail in there and some shrimps and something. So when you're getting paid $96.46 a week, yeah. And that is for me. I ask if you look at somebody single. Now try look upon somebody who has a family to take care of. So you see a lot of the times when you hear people say, oh, them don't want to work, cause work they're everywhere. What kind of work? Like it's not even what kind of work. How many people them will do any kind of work. If the work I pay good, a man can support them family and thing, right? But what you really want me come out of my bed? Come work out my soul case today. At the end of the week, a 40-hour week, bata pan a bus come here, bata pan taxi go back home, you have to pay taxi fee, bus fare, all this. And you hand me $96.46 at the end of the week. I see a trend. I see my Jamaicans who are living overseas. I don't think some of you want your Jamaican brothers and sisters back home to make good money. Because y'all over here talking about a good money that are better than nothing and them should have be thankful say it get raised. And have you been to Jamaica lately? You must not have been to Jamaica lately. If you think somebody can really survive off a 96 US dollar, you haven't been to Jamaica probably from the 80s. Cause 96 US dollars goes nowhere in Jamaica. It literally goes nowhere. Yeah. Jamaica is expensive as rotted. No joke. Jamaica expensive, you know. Me tell you so when me there and the money just a go so me I say to myself, say, yo, when you brush your what to the $1,000 what we did just take out. I got to be backtracking. I'm sitting down, I'm like, okay, yeah, we did buy and then we did go over, put in gas and then it done for real. Rotted. Cost of living in Jamaica is high. Jamaica is expensive. I know everybody, and it's not everybody, contrary to popular belief, it's not everybody own land with farm, pan it and fruit trees grow everywhere And it's not everybody come from country where yam hill that them can go dig and eat yam and banana and dasheen and breadfruit and cocoa and them something there. Yeah, country people, they might not even they can starve off that. Like I was telling me, I tell wife, I say, them grow up and eat different from us. Westmoreland grew up eating different from us in Clarendon. Cause the only time I ever eat rice was on Sundays. So I grew up real hard food, but we farmed our food. So there's no expense to pay. You know what I mean? When we went to the grocery store, remember my grandmother used to buy rice, cause we don't grow rice, and then she would have buy oil, like cooking oil, and them little something there. We don't grow rice, we don't grow cooking oil, we don't have cooking oil or produce cooking oil where we're at. And like flour and them thing there. Sometimes we make our own flour, cassava, and them something there. Or we don't eat so much dumpling unless soup I go cook or something like that. But a yam, banana, breadfruit, dasheen, cocoa, them kind of thing there, chocho, carrot, cabbage, them something there. We have all of that. That's how I grew up. We grew our own food. But not everybody can do that in Jamaica. A matter of fact, majority of the population in Jamaica, they don't have space to grow their own food. They don't own space to grow their own food. So them have to deal with what they have. Now you're making $96.46 a week, and you have to pay transportation, Callaloo, Audrey Wright. I love Callaloo, especially when grandma used to put like a saltfish in it and them something there. Yeah. Sometimes she used to put corn pork in it too. No, the ackee, corn pork in the ackee. And Callaloo in the saltfish in the Callaloo. Anyhow, y'all make $96.46 a week. Now, before that, the minimum wage before that was 13. It was 13,000. That was $86.60. Them tell the people so them give them a big raise. The big raise is $96.46. $6.43 in Jamaica is 1,000 Jamaican dollars. So what they actually got, the raise they got was about $6.43 raise for on an extra 40-hour work week. Here's an extra $6. No, this was while don't forget, this was while your politicians were remember what the Prime Minister said? He said, y'all can't expect us to govern the country properly if we're not paid properly. So it has to start from the top and trickle down, right? So their multi-million-dollar salaries that they had already, they gave themselves a multi-million-dollar raise. Then they gave the people a $6.43 raise. Nobody no said nothing. Everybody said thank you. Me a vote for and I say everything govern under. It was 13 first, which was $86.60. Then it went to 14, which was $90.03. Then it went to 15. Now it's $96.46. 3 raise, and it still couldn't hit $100 for the week. You know what I think about? I'm like, damn. Now I see why certain things happen. Now I see why certain things happen. Poverty is a crime, man. To poor is a crime for real, Watch me. And I'm not encouraging nobody to go do no foolishness. But one time I see like when some of them young women here do themselves certain way, I see why. Come on, flying from foreign now, see? And him have a good couple of thousand to spend. And you see a bad something. Say, yo, I want that. Say if she fling something give you and she said, give me a bills US. $100 US. It's somebody whole week salary she just make. in as fast as you cannot. Yeah, 5 minute, 10 minute, wherever you do. She just make a whole week salary. A whole week salary. If you book her and she charge you 2 times, she just make 2 weeks salary and 2 encounters. There gotta be something to be done about that. And I'm not trying to say pay the people them like how people get paid in the US. I'm not trying to say that. But come on now. $96.46 a week. Where that I go? What can that do? Good God. You know, and I hate to tell them, but me know so them know already. I'm driving around in my part of Florida. And I look over, I see McDonald's hiring pay starting at $17.50 an hour, up to $25 an hour. I was like, damn. What kind of position them having? You might find me in here. You don't be surprised you pull up to one of them, and it's, hey, man, I take your order, and it's SouFLo at the window. I ain't playing. I said, damn, then how me Jamaican them feel? If you know, say, McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, all these places opening up in Jamaica too, And at them I run the cut now, cause that's how everybody I go figure eat now. I wonder if them know say $20 US dollars an hour them pay in the US. And job come with health insurance and all these things. Paid time off, paid vacation, health insurance, $21 an hour. We ain't getting those benefits. We're not getting those benefits. You know what I equate all this to? Like when they move their companies out of the US to like say China, Japan, some kind of place where they're able to pay people 50 cents an hour. And so business is like this. It's all about minimizing your overhead to maximize your profit, right? Because you have all these expenses to pay employees, material, light bill, this, that, and the other for run the facilities, them taxes that government get for them share at this, that, and the other. As the owner, what do I have left? But some of these owners are wicked. They're wicked. They're pulling in salaries in the millions. And people understand that. They're pulling in salaries in the millions. And I ain't talking about no millions in Jamaican dollars. They're pulling in salaries in the millions of US dollars. And they're paying you $96, less than $100 for a week of wages. I don't want the people them feel depressed, but them something here make you feel like this can't be it. Have to be a better way. And I hope they look at it like has to be a better way. You get up and make that better way. Don't use this to be your stopping place, please. Let this motivate you. Use this as your stepping stone. Me not tell you don't go work, Go and go work because it's better than nothing, right? And them said devil find work for idle hands. Keep yourself occupied. Stay out there, network, do what you have to do, earn a living, these kind of things. But don't be stagnant. Don't stay there. Your story should be when you look back. Yeah, me used to work at Pizza Hut, Well, I remember when them used to pay me used to make $96 a week, A week. Look how much I make now. That should be your story. That should be your story. That's all I could say to encourage them, That's all I can say to encourage them. I don't really too like talk about like what I do when I'm there or who me give what to. But every time I'm there and I do it, Shakira always remind me, say, like, how much you give him? And I say how much, and she's like, damn, so you just give him like, yeah, cause them only make this much a week, and just one time I wrap up was it 2 bills? Like 250, something like that. US. Let's wrap it up. Because the place I was staying at, as soon as I got there, the guy at the gate recognized me. And he was like, yo, SouFlo, what happened? Where do you? Welcome, man. Blah, blah, blah. And just give me a good vibe. And as soon as I reach. And then a couple of days pass, I'm in there, but we're making mad trips in and out the gate. And him always be the first for like run and open the gate for me and this, that, and the other, and heal me up. And you just make me feel good to be home kind of thing. So one day I wrap up like 250, $250 US. And me just give, you know. And I think it was the day we were leaving. I did it. Or the day before we were leaving. But him take it and hold it like this and just push it in his pocket. He didn't look at it to see. And I think it's because the gate was in front of the office when you come in. So maybe him boss them would have seen me take money from the people them that stay in there. And it's not a good look. It's not a protocol. So, you know what we do already. You know, so we make sure so we take care of people them, but we understand also say if management see it might look away. So then put it away quick. She was like, how much you give him? I said, I don't know, about 250 or something like that. She was like, damn, what heap of money you give me now? You know, so that I'm more than like 2 months, 2 weeks, half a month wages. I was like, you must be fool. You must be kidding me. Half a month wages. She was like, yes. You don't know how much they make. That's the first time it came to my attention. And then I started paying attention ever since then. I watch them work. Listen, nobody no work harder than Jamaican people will go work. Yeah, we got a lot of people who don't work, but nobody work harder than the one them will go work. Okay? And nobody hustle hard like we. I love being there. I love seeing the vibrancy. I love seeing the hustle. The hustle is everywhere. Man, I sell everything we can sell. Seeing? Um, so I look out if I can and support which way I can. But when you give them the little money there and you hear say that's half a month wages, you're like, damn. For all that, for all that work that he does, that's more than half a month of wages for him. That wicked. That wicked. I'm not co-signing that in no way. And I'm not happy about the pay scale in Jamaica in no way. I hear a next Yankee Jamaican, because them leave Jamaica and I live a foreign now, and they're making foreign money now. Why you always a talk like say people in Jamaica I get minimum wage? Majority of the people in Jamaica don't get minimum wage in a SouFlo. So you always a beat this minimum wage thing, yeah. Majority of the people in Jamaica do make minimum wage. Majority of the jobs in Jamaica are not skilled jobs, right? It's jobs them where like you see how the tourism industry is booming. You see how the hospitality field is booming. Yeah, and who you think clean up all them hotel room there and make up your bed on a daily basis and do room service, carry food and stuff come give you, and somebody downstairs and wash all the linen and laundry them to make sure so the room them stay clean and pretty and dust down everything and all that. Th- There's a lot of people that do that job there, or them kind of work there. Who you think maintains the properties where you go when you pull up and you're like, oh, I'm in Jamaica and the ambiance and it's so nice and clean around here. Who you think cut grass and trim trees and do all them something there and clean window outside and the whole of them people are make minimum wage. So yeah, I speak for a lot of people. A lot of people. The people them forget pay a little better than this man. It's really disheartening to see. Cause I know I can't survive off this money. $96 a week. Me couldn't survive off it. Me probably have to go sell something. I was telling my face that I was telling you, you don't know no old lady were rich. No old foreigner were rich. And she wants some loving and some comfort. Yeah, me have to go sell Teely. Cause that can't cut it. You will find me rent a dread SouFlo in in the in the tourist area, winking off every elderly Caucasian woman I see, cause me I try and make her something for myself. Pressure, pressure. Certainly not the big the big time poly thief them. Boy, $5 for your candy, sweetie. I'm selling something. MJ says, can guarantee you that a lot of the stall man them downtown Kingston and in the marketplace in Jamaica overall, I make more money than the 9 to 5 rate. Entrepreneurship is the way. That's why entrepreneurship is the way. And I encourage entrepreneurship. Yeah, but me I sell tea because I couldn't live under them condition there. Just point me out to Miss Sue, point me out to Miss Idel, point me out to whoever, which one of them wants some loving. Yeah, me, I also, me, my wife had a joke yesterday, and me I say, boy, I don't know that Elizabeth Taylor, White Diamond smell, that I go mess up me, cause me not too like smell it, and when women get older, it's actually a olfactory thing. So your smell is your olfactory system, right? It's called your olfactory system. And as you get older, this happens to all humans. So may I clarify this first, because one the elder woman them in here this morning feel like me I pick on them. It's joke me I make, all right. But on a perfume, loud more time. But it's like on a spray on the whole buckle when I go out the door. And it them can't smell it, and it hits you hard. I've been smelling that Elizabeth Taylor White Diamond from I was a kid. So I want elderly woman to wear that. I mean, I have to go deal with that strong smell there. She said, look at the gym that we go to, because you got some elderly women in there that act like they're young. We said, no, me no want them there, because them don't look sexy. I want one of the elder one them would think she young still. So she'll try to keep up her appearance for young boy. One of them one that me want. Right? And she rich and lonely. You have to go make something happen, my friend. You have to go make something happen for yourself, because that $96 a week thing, now cut it. Not cut it, especially if you have family to feed, bills to pay. It's not gonna cut it. You have picnic for mine, $96 a week. Where that I go? Ain't gonna cut it at all. Hey, but yeah, the thing with the cologne and the thing, it's all of us. So as you get older, your olfactory system starts to shut down, and that's why elderly people, you will find like they'll leave stuff on the stove and it's burning and the whole house full of smoke, and that's when them find out, say, oh damn, I left the so and so on the stove or in the oven, because a long time it a smell, but them can't smell it. It's the same when they spray on the cologne. It's because them can't smell it. When you're younger and you give your cologne two spray, that's a two, that's a you smell it loud. Them have to drench themselves in it. And they're like, I still don't smell anything. I still don't smell it. I can't smell it. And then when they come outside, everybody is like, damn, what she did? She took a swim in it. So bear with elderly people when you hear that, when you hear them loud cologne, cause it loud. That's what's going on. Stella Gray Passport says, I came back from Jamaica to a layoff, as Jamaica has the contract now. Site director says it's a financial move. Wow. So they moved. Oh man, you got laid off when you came back. Jamaica has the contract now. Well, that's what I'm saying. Kind of reminds me of when they moved their businesses to like China or Japan or something. It's all about minimizing your overhead so you can maximize your profit. That's business. Remember that you old too, LOL. No, me not old enough. Me not reach old yet. Me good still. Me can still me can still smell. Me can still bend down and get up. Me can still lay down and bend down and get up. So me not reach that. Me not reach that way there yet. But it's close. It's close. I think I'm gonna need about another 20 years and then I'll be hitting close to old. Yeah. But me I gotta be hot boy, man, my whole life. Hot boy my whole life. 99, still hot. Can't call me old neither. I will never call myself old. Don't y'all hate being around people who be like, we getting old? Hey, shut up. Don't speak to me. Man, we getting old. Oh, you know what? I'm not coming around you no more. We getting old? No, you getting old. I'm not getting old. I'm never getting old. I'm getting older. I'm aging. But that mindset, but we just getting old. Be out here 45 years old acting like you 90. and then when them I get up, see them, I'm like, oh, my back, oh, my knee, man, shut up. Keep that to yourself. Exercise more. Me no know, stretch something. But you over here making me and you are the same age, and y'all make me feel like I saw me supposed to act like you. And it's your company too. Who you keep company with? Yeah, Perlis 123 says you're as old as you feel. That's true. Until you try to cross the big busy street, and your feet ain't moving as fast as your mind is, and them almost lick you down in a traffic, then you realize the way you feel is not necessarily what your reality is. You ever see them? The old people, they be hitting that button, and then when the light change, they be trying to make it cross like this, and the light change back, and you see the orange are coming, and then boom, and it's red, and they stuck in the middle of the dance. That's the mind. The mind said, you can go, you can make it. And them listen to their mind. And now you stuck in traffic about to get ran over. But that's how I go. Now I get too old. Just I get wiser. Real talk. Yeah. Can prosper. We're not dealing with the old something. I'm not dealing with the old something. And I'm not putting on no hairpiece neither. If I got ball, I just got ball. And I'm not dyeing up my beard either. I'm either gonna keep it clean shaved or I'm growing out my grades. A big gray beard. Oh, what's in my cup this morning? Coconut water. I sip some coconut water. Did y'all know that the coconut water that they sell here, it have some things in there? I pick up a coconut water the other day, and for the first time I read the ingredients. It says 100% coconut water. I'm gonna read the ingredients, and there was a word on there that I could not pronounce. I was like, man, look. So we can't escape nothing. We can't escape nothing. Long as we live in here, we can't escape nothing. It said with 1% added sugar. And look how life nice. Well, a lot of people here in Florida have coconut trees. Like me, I forgot start raid somebody coconut tree. I only have to go to Jamaica, just raid it from a nearby yard, but then we shoot you at Florida, yeah. So I had to wait till I get to Jamaica or plant my own coconut tree. Sugar and preservatives. It had some hydrochloric something. From me here, chloric something, me I think about bleach. Good morning, SouFLo is the same people that bring 2,000, 3,000 US dollars for a 2-week visit, and sometimes they still run out of cash. Yes, because Jamaica expensive. Yeah, no joke, and I'm not exaggerating nothing. Jamaica expensive. Crystal G said, "You're in Florida, bro. You should not be buying coconut water in bottle." Florida is huge. The part of Florida that I'm in, I know like Miami. Miami, you go outside, I'm gonna sell coconut straight off of the tree, right? So I would have to make my trips and everywhere far in Florida that way. But I'm gonna start looking for. I see coconut on trees here, but like I said, those people. Yo, you know what? I was down in Miami a week ago. I was down in Miami a week ago, and I saw mango. Oh my God! I was down in Fort Lauderdale, and I saw some place in a Fort Lauderdale in I don't even remember what the name of the street was. Beautiful street, very nice houses and stuff. The mango tree them was bending with how much mangoes were on the tree. And nobody, it looked like nobody ain't picking them mangoes. But I bet say if me go out there with like a garbage can and start roll the garbage can and start pick mango, them are gonna try assault me. And them not eating it. I see coconut trees here loaded, and the coconut them stay up there until them change color, then them turn yellow, then them turn brown, then them, and nobody not using them. But if you ask them for them coconut, they will tell you no. And if you try to pick it, them call police upon you or shoot you off of them property. That's why I want to go to my yard, man. Because there in Jamaica, on our land alone, I could pick food. But neighbors and people, tree, you just holler to the people them. Like last time, I just holler, I think it was guava. Guava season was in. I mean, I drive, I see some whole heap of guava on a tree. I mean, just pull over. I mean, talk to a lady that was sitting on her front porch. She was just chilling behind the grill. I said, this your guava tree? She says, yes. It bear plenty. Me say, yes, me see. Me can pick some of them. She said, yes, man, pick as many as you want. You see why me love yard? Yes, man, pick as many as you want. Up here, there was a guava, the old house, so we did have before, there was some Spanish people plant up one whole heap of mango tree and then fence off the place. But the mango tree them grow over the place and drop mango in the road. I pull up one day in my car there, one man run out of nowhere like him come out of the bushes. He was like, what are you doing? I said I was about to like pick a couple of these mangoes because they just hanging over in the. He was like, no, we'll pick them when they're ready to be picked. I said, okay, I guess that says me can't ask for none neither, because the way how he said it, but the way I'm run out of the bush for me. Start planting your fruits, planting your fruits in your yard, mango, lime, soursop, sweet sop. Absolutely. We're about to start doing that. Kai, my 5-year-old, my son, Kai planted, I told you all this before, and if you follow me on Instagram, you saw it when we reap him lettuce and tomatoes. Cucumber never come in, but him lettuce and him tomatoes, that's his favorite food actually. Lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers. If you give Kai a salad every day, he's good with just a salad every day. Weird, because I've never seen no 5-year-old, 3 years old, and that's their favorite food. But he one day he was like, take him to go get stuff to plant. And I said, what do you want to plant? He says he wants to plant his favorite food. So we went and got seeds for tomato, lettuce, cucumbers, and the man planted and water it every day with his mother and stuff, and it grow big. And then we carry it into the house and cut it up, make him salad fresh. And I'll tell you what, the tomatoes tasted different from the tomatoes when we buy at the store. The lettuce tasted more lettucey. It tastes greener. It actually tasted like I was eating grass. That's what the lettuce tastes like. Well, like you have some medicinal purpose to it, right? Which it should. So I said to myself, said the lettuce I buy at the grocery store. That lettuce, then, I wonder if they might engineer the lettuce to make it taste good, but take out all the vitamins and minerals out of it. Because the tomatoes that Kai planted in the backyard and it grew and we ate them, it tastes just like the tomato them in a Jamaica that I buy from market when we did it. Because when we there, we cook, right? Well, we don't really cook. We heat up food. We buy food from people we cook. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we might cook. We might cook. I did cook breakfast one morning. But yeah, we buy food from people that cook. We buy food from people that farm the food that they cook. That too. The cook shop, them. Big up to every cook shop in Jamaica. As Milan. As Milan, may I look for you. Right? Healthy youth. Yeah, man, he's pretty healthy. He's walking around here now singing big back, every time me and his mother eat something. You know, me hear big back, big back. I was like, what the hell is he singing? Big back? The youth I said we are gonna have big back for the summer. And he tells us, yeah, that's not healthy for you. That has too much sugar in it. I'm like, where's he getting all this from? I guess he's learning, right? From the apps on his tablet. So he's like, Dad, if you eat too much sugar, it'll rot your teeth out and all kind of something. But the joys of having kids. We love teeth mango from over the fences. Yeah, nothing a foreign, yeah, my friend. Them won't even allow you to thief two mango. My neighbor at my old house had a mango tree, and the mango tree used to lean over my yard. And I kid you not, the man come pick the few mangoes that leaned over my yard. I was in the backyard one day and I was doing a video, and I think I said it out loud. I said, yo, these mangoes leaning over my yard. I guess I can pick these. By the time I wake up the next morning, every mango from that side there, the tree gone. And I mean, most of them was green. So he picked the green mangoes before he met me get one of them mango there. So that's how they stay. That's how they say. My sister come from PA each year just for mangoes, and my neighbor has a cashew tree, which we don't eat. So they tell me to come get them. Cashew? I would raid that tree there. Would I raid that tree there? Grand Grand Monday Rising. Happy birthday to your little princess. Thank you, Winsome Johnson. I appreciate you greatly. Coconuts in Miami and take it. Buy coconuts in Miami and take it home. You can fill your bottles too. Yes, that's what we're gonna have to start doing and get real coconut because the ones up here. Oh, and another place we went to is the patty place, Juicy Beef. We went to Juicy Beef in Fort Lauderdale. So we did and the Juicy Beef in Fort Lauderdale stood up to the test. It is definitely. So what happened was the day before we get a patty, and the patty, I think is Grace make it. Put the patty in the oven, and me and she that I eat the patty, and we're like, this is an insult to Jamaican patties. Who made this? And them must sell this a foreign to the people in foreign thinking this is our real patty. So when we went down, made it a point to go to Juicy Beef, and I think she spent like $80 in there, and we get a bag of patty and cocoa bread and whole heap of something. But boy, when you know how when you squeeze the patty well flaky, and then when you squeeze it, it all that meat just pouring out of it. The patty that we had earlier, which was a misrepresentation of us. Me I squeeze the patty and no meat. Me open up the patty and look in there and still couldn't find meat. But the Juicy Beef down in Fort Lauderdale, yeah, that's the real deal. It's the closest you're gonna get to actual Juicy Beef out of Jamaica. Juicy Beef line too long. I went there the other day and turned back. Hey, Apollonia, you know where the so on that same strip, them have like some Indian restaurant next to it, and then I believe uh the sub shop, and then smoothies, something. So we were there early in the morning. So we go to the smoothie place, go get a smoothie in the morning and wraps. And then we park up at the door and wait for them to open. And I kid you not, by the time it's 5 minutes to opening time, you just see beer car full up the parking lot. I'm like, yo, all them people here either coming to work or they going there. You see, by the time they pop the lock on the door, traffic. Traffic. People them just coming and coming and coming and coming. I'm like, damn, they busy as hell. And this is early in the morning. So we got ours and got up out of there before they got really like that busy. But I could see what you're saying. They do get busy. But me love Seat Man because a Jamaican business, Jamaican owned, and it's doing mighty well. Them thing that make me proud, you know. There a lot of stores on the same strip. Yeah. And the apartment buildings behind it. Merlin Walters, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. All right. One of the next topics we wanted to talk about this morning was the Valiant situation with Christopher Tufton. Not gonna talk about it too long. We beat the minimum wage thing to death. I think the people in Jamaica who earn minimum wage should be paid better than that. Uh, if you ask me to give a dollar amount, I wouldn't know where to start, but definitely working 40 hours a week for less than $100 is slavery. It's straight up slavery. It's straight up slavery. It's a hard look. It's a hard look. You know. Uh, let's talk about warning shot. Noah Lyles. Y'all know who Noah Lyles is? The 100-meter sprinter. I think he runs the 200 as well. I think. I'm not sure, but I know Noah for the 100. But Seville. You know, years ago when Seville ran, he ran and he came in last in a race. And I was like, who put that boy in another race? Who him? And I said some disparaging comments, you know. Why the Jamaican people them beat me, you know. Hey boy, I you talk so disrespectful about the little youth. Him young, you know. Bah, 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 and try put down on the own kind all the time. I didn't know who he was, and he didn't look that age. So again, that's how I learned, and I took that disrespect back. Cause me used to call him Sybil. I used to be like, who put Sybil on the track? Sybil can't run. Time, time. I had no idea he was so young. But Seville beat Noah Lyles. And not only did Seville, did y'all hear what Noah said? And I talked to y'all about that the other morning too. Noah Lyles said it's his activities. It's his activities that he did before the race that caused him to lose the race. What activities? Well, you know, Sam have a Jamaican girl, right? So they showed a video of them going to KFC the day before the race, and he was yamming a zinger. He was eating a big sandwich zinger. Now Shakira, she had thought about she have to go try the zinger because she never tried it yet, and all these things. And she gave him little nookie. Yeah. She fling something upon him and him couldn't resist. So him, you know, do what him was supposed to do, and then she take away the whole of him strength. So he said it was because of bedroom activities and because of Nyamin breaking his diet and eating KFC. He said Jamaica KFC is the best KFC in the world. Him couldn't help himself. Him couldn't help himself. And it was the first time him did eat a zinger. And you know him have a Jamaican woman, and here the people them. Big up to that Jamaican girl there. That's a Jamaican woman standing up for Jamaica, taking one for the team. Taking one for the team. She make sure that she drain him the night before so him lose the next day. Wickedness increase. Anyhow, Seville, here's the reality though. The time that Seville beat Noah Lyles with is actually better than Noah Lyles' personal best, which means there's gonna be a big showdown at the Olympics. Noah said to him when them done, him say, okay, I see you. I take that. But I see you at the Olympics though. Right. So Seville going to the Olympics. Seville, I believe, when I first discovered him, I heard about him, was 19 years old at the time. That's why the people them did cuss me. Them said, SouFLo is a little youth, you know. Him just 18 or 19 or something like that. Him need time for grow, right? And they predicted back then that he would be in this Olympics that's coming up. So looking at how he's running now, Seville look like he's the man to beat. Now, mind you, it's a one race him go win, but Noah was running his heart out, and him still get beat, and him get beat good too. So big up to Seville for that, and I look forward to seeing him at the Olympics and representing us at the Olympics. I know they have to have trials in order to make it, right, through different rounds of trials, and then they pick who is going to defend the country versus who is not going to make the teams. But I'm confident that Seville will make the team. I'm confident that he will be at the Olympics to represent us. And yeah, me take back that talk there 100 times over. He's grown, he's matured, he's now 22 years old, still super young, but way stronger than 19 and moving way faster. And I didn't realize this until just now. Guess who his coach is? His coach is Coach Mills, which is Usain Bolt's coach. Used to be Usain Bolt's coach. Mr. Usain Bolt and Coach Mills train, and Usain has this high level of respect for that man there, for Coach Mills. Coach Mills slim down now, man. Him not have the big belly again. See me here? But the belly not so big like it used to be. But that's him and Seville right there. See them there? But you know, I always tell people, I say, because somebody can't run the race, don't mean they can't coach you to win the race. And that's exactly what happened over here. So So big up to Coach Mills for continuing this level of greatness. He flew out of the blocks, down close to the finish line while glancing at Lyles over his shoulder as he crossed the line, much to the delight of mostly Jamaican fans who were inside of the stadium. Now, with the national championship just over 3 weeks away, Seville said that once he stays healthy, the fans can expect another stellar performance from him. I'm surprised with the time, even though I have had little ups and downs, but I'm fine now. My mindset is just to stay injury free, and with God's grace and mercy, and to perform when the day comes at trials. That's the trials that will determine who goes on to represent us at the Olympics. I just came out here to deliver in front of my Jamaican fans because you have to understand that you are going to have ups and downs with the wind, and so you just have to go through it. And I know that as long as I am injury free, then I am expecting good things from myself at the trials, Civil said. And he is now the world leading 100-meter runner. He has the fastest time this year in the 100-meter of any country. Seeing? So big things are going for another Jamaican, 22 years old. Hold on there. Plug out this computer. I don't want it to die on me. So yeah, big up to Seville, and we look forward to seeing you at the Olympics and look forward to seeing you do greatness. I believe in you, and I believe that you can do it. Moving right along. Won her race yesterday. Sherika won her race yesterday too, and the last race Sherika ran before that one, she came in 5th. That's to show you. Today it can be good, tomorrow it can be great. Today it can be bad, tomorrow it can be good. That's just how track and field is. As a person that ran track and field, I ran track and field. As a person that ran track and field, I can tell you, say, one day, you might go out there and I don't know, you pull up because you didn't stretch properly, or you stretch properly, but you feel like something overstretched, or your mind and your body is just not in the right place. Everything has to align. All your stars have to align in order for you to give a top performance. So if you're off a little bit, it's going to show. I haven't heard anything about Elaine. Elaine is my girl. I haven't heard anything about her. I hope she's able to. I think. I don't know if what if Elaine is actually tricking us, like using psychs, like show up, don't run good, disappear, show up to the trials, make the team at the trials, cause she have to go run to make the team at the trials, make the team at the trials, and then goes to the Olympics and blows everybody away. What if that's what's going on? I don't know, man. I'm just hoping that she is in good shape, good health, and she actually can pull it off. I don't want to see her miss the Olympics. How old is Elaine again? Because at the age she is now, I think if she misses the Olympics now, she'll probably have one more Olympics left in her. Shellyan, where's Shellyan? Shellyan still not step out yet, right? And I just saw them post something the other day with Shellyan spending time with her family and whatnot. I saw where she was doing a commercial for some big name, something over. Shelly busy doing other things, getting that money from other directions. The Olympics is this summer. She's the defending champion, so she doesn't have to make the team. She has to show up at the Olympics. So she's automatically in. Say Ben TV. That's what I thought it was. Right. That me did that thing to So she got surprise with and come last like Shakari for trick with. Yeah, you see how Shakari used to come last and we laugh after her? It's crazy, how the tables turn because boy, remember when the three Jamaican sprint queen when Shakari was doing the interview, remember how them walk behind her on camera and one of them did point and the other two said I walk past her, huh? And look at her now. She's the person to beat now, and she done beat every one of them one by one. She beat Shellyan. She beat uh what's her name there? She beat each one of them, right? Sherika. She beat Shellyan, she beat Sherika, and she beat Ilian. She beat all three of them. Thank you, Miss Loving Life. I appreciate you greatly. This story is gonna take us out of here this morning. See, this story is about a tourist that went to Jamaica, had a mental breakdown, and is now being sent back to his country. And his mother in his country wants him to stay in Jamaica with his mental breakdown. So when I rush the morning thoughts, but you know how this go. I want to go pick up my daughter's cake and do all them kind of something there for the morning, her gifts and all them thing there. She make an appearance, fees $100,000 for an appearance in US dollars. Yadi tubes, and she deserve it. She deserve it. If you're talking about Elaine, not Elaine, you're talking about Shellyan, right? Good morning, Rash Jada. Me never see Rash. Okay, me see her now. Rash Jada said that is exactly what Elaine is doing. She's tricking us like Shakari. I hope so. I hope so. Because I'm heartbroken already. That truly is my favorite artist. So I hope so. Stacey Ann Williams, I appreciate you greatly. Georgia Barrett, thank you as well. Stella Gray Passmore, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you all for the birthday wishes for the little princess. Apollonia says, why the mother don't want him back a foreign? That's crazy. All right, this is the story that's going to take us out of here this morning. I'm conflicted in this story, so I want you to answer keep him or send him home. Watch this. So the Jamaican authorities' decision to send home a foreign national who experienced a mental breakdown while holidaying on the island of Jamaica has raised numerous questions about both the man's mother and about the St. James businessman who hosted him at his rural retreat. The man that hosts him at his rural retreat is a Rastaman, is a white Rastaman from Switzerland who lives, or Sweden, who lives in Jamaica and has a off the beaten path retreat. Come here, get some Rasta food and some airy vibration and heal your mind and these kind of things. I think the young man's mother is seeking an alternative method to dealing with his mental issues. According to Thomas Huber, his name, the 31-year-old Swiss national arrived in Jamaica 3 months ago to stay at his Rastafari herbal garden in Retrieve, Westmoreland. The Swiss man, who is said to have traveled to the property for its offerings of wellness tourism, was reportedly battling emotional, mental trauma in his own home country. That means him have these issues before he even came to Jamaica, right? Huber stated that since staying at his herbal garden, the man has made significant strides. This visual improvement, he said, encouraged the man's application for another 3 months extension to stay on the island longer. They gave him a visa. He's feeling better. He thinks the treatment's working. So he goes to extend his visa for another 3 months, which was reportedly approved on May 11th. He was really in a deep hole. But after 3 months here, he really improved quite a bit, said Huber, who is also a Switzerland person, but he's Swiss Jamaican. However, a few days later, after the approval of the visa, the man was brought to the Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay, St. James, after expressing that he had been hearing voices in his head. Huber explained. He said he was reportedly assessed and then he was medicated before he was allowed to go back to the herbal garden. Now, as a part of his treatment, Huber also shared that his guest was told to return to the hospital mental clinic on May 27th, which he did. However, On his return there, he was admitted to the hospital this time. Long story short, I waited up until the next morning and I didn't see him. They held him up there. Since the man's admission last Monday, Huber said that they have learned from hospital officials that he will be sent back to Switzerland due to the nature of his illness. He's hearing voices and stuff. When contacted by the Sunday Gleaner, Dr. Delroy Frey, clinical coordinator at CRH, Cornwall Regional Hospital, explained that there are strict protocols in place for dealing with foreign nationals who are experiencing any form of illness while they're visiting Jamaica. He noted that while the hospital staff will work towards stabilizing the patient, that it is not abnormal for a decision to be made to return the national to his or her own country. Now, once the patient is stabilized, we now give the option to return home or continue on with their vacation. It is up to the patient. However, if we believe that he or she cannot manage on their own and they need their family support around them, we will advise them to return to their home country. This is not only for psychiatric patients, but also for general treatment for foreigners altogether. Now, while pointing out that he was unable to delve deeper into this specific case, Frey said, Dr. Frey said that the relevant embassy has been notified and that he would soon be repatriated to his family. They don't have a choice. They have to take him back home. We can't keep him here. If he goes back and he gets stable, he can always come back to Jamaica. For Susan V, the news that this is his mom now, the news that her son's trip is being cut short is disappointing. I found that weird. Because if my son go over to some foreign country, I'm there, Jamaica, I'm in Switzerland, and he's having a mental breakdown, hearing voices and all that, I wouldn't want to leave him in Jamaica. I would want him here with me, right? Plus, I'm guessing that the way how Switzerland deals with healthcare and mental health issues is quite different from how it's dealt with in Jamaica. The resources might not be available, more advanced resources than in Jamaica than what's in Switzerland. You understand? So why wouldn't his mom want him back there? Or him mother afraid of him? Anyways, speaking now to the Sunday Gleaner last Thursday evening, the Gleaner spoke to the mother. The mother said that she was impressed with his recovery since landing in Jamaica and being at the Rasta retreat. Susan said that she was contacted by a social worker from the hospital who shared that her son would be sent back home to his family and would require a pickup at the airport on his arrival. The Swiss mother is, however, questioning the decision of Jamaica to send her son back to Switzerland. It is not the best idea to send him back, and it is important that he comes out of that hospital as soon as possible and go back to Thomas Huber's place. She wants him out of Cornwall Regional Hospital and back with the Rastaman at the Rastaman's retreat. She wants him out of that hospital as soon as possible. Thomas is also like a very good friend and a father figure to my son, so it is not a good idea to send him back. My son has just gotten an extension for the next 3 months, and I see that he has a very good opportunity to keep growing on his journey to becoming healthier, she said. Now, at the time, Huber, the one who owns the retreat, he told the Jamaica Gleaner that he too is outraged by the decision to send the Swiss national back to Switzerland. This is absolutely not tolerable, he said. He was in the process of building trust, and the system abused him like this. I don't think a psychotic person should be placed on a plane because that can trigger something. The mother's name was abbreviated to protect the man's identity. So my question is, keep him in Jamaica or send him back to Switzerland? Let me ask you this. If I, as a Jamaican, was over in Switzerland having a mental breakdown and had passed my visa time, would they not send me back to which part me come from, or would they keep me in Switzerland and treat me? I don't know. His father is germs. Hubert is a Jamaican or a Swiss man. Hubert is a Swiss man, but it looked like Hubert. See me here. Let me blow up the picture. It looked like Hubert went leave Switzerland, went to Jamaica, and fall in love with Rasta life and Rasta identity and start a business in Jamaica and all these other things. So see me here. That's Hubert. That's the person who owns the retreat. This is who the youth was staying with. Right. Sis Afia says they need to send him back unless you have adequate insurance. The mother don't want to deal with her son's stress. Right. Send him back. She don't want to deal with him. Sis Afia says, don't make me laugh. Okay, Mara says if he stays and something bad happens to him, she's going to file a lawsuit. This is where it becomes a liability, right? Right. And then you're going to hear about this foreigner that came to Jamaica and was experiencing difficulties and how them treat him bad and him end up dying down there or committing suicide or anything like that. He said he's hearing voices. I believe he should be sent back home and get the treatment that he needs. Velta Marshall says she could have helped him to go back to foreign and let him get mental help there, even if she don't want to deal with him or even if she's afraid of him. She has no excuse. All right, Cornwall Regional Hospital is nothing but a roach and rat motel. God have mercy. You know, I wanted to do a occupational therapy internship at Cornwall Regional. Sisafia says Sweden supposedly has good health care. That's what I'm saying. Sweden has good health care, good doctors, and the way how they deal with mental health issues is different from how it's dealt with in Jamaica. So why would his mom not want him there? Why would you send him to some Rasta man in the bush? I mean, maybe she's looking for natural healing, alternative medicine type thing, but I don't know. His mom is probably even in denial or something. Ash, 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 Asha said, go ahead your yard. We full up. We can't take no more. The MJ says the Sweden is close to Switzerland. Marcia Walters, my nephew lives in Switzerland and raves about it. The Channel F says she doesn't want to be bothered. That's it. This is what I'm thinking too. So, me answering the same question I asked you, because this is the one that's going to take us out of here this morning, is like this. I believe that they should sedate him, put him on a plane, send him back to Switzerland, or send him back to Sweden. So, yes, he's Swiss. So, Switzerland. Send him back to Switzerland so he could get the proper care that he needs there. In Jamaica, he is a accident waiting to happen. We know because y'all see what happened the other day with the mentally challenged individual who started hearing voices, seeing stuff. Allah, I have to kill this man. Allah, him, and end up chop up the little 3-year-old boy and the mother and the other guy that tried to help. Yeah, Jamaica ain't up to date yet on any advanced way of dealing with. And I think it's best for him to be in his own environment. He's not no Muslim. D3D. Him not no Muslim. The guy where chop up the youth, him don't know where him is. He's just mentally disturbed. And as far as I've heard, he spent quite a bit of time in prison in the US as well. And he is known for assaulting strangers in the US as well. Just walk road and him head take him and him just pick up something and lick down somebody. Right. But see, that guy's Jamaican, so he ended up getting deported to Jamaica where they don't have. Remember, I told you about the documentary? And the guy was in prison for 17 years. And he was in a psych ward in the prison for 17 years. And the videos that they show of his behavior, right? When him off of the meds, is a raging animal. Like he pop up and mash up anything or anybody. Is taking like 6, 8, 10 CERT officers with shields and everything to wrestle him down. And this is a man they released from prison after 17 years in a US prison, medicate him, and put him on a plane to Jamaica. Imagine when that the medication they wear off. And that man can't get no more of that medication that they used to sedate him for 17 years in a US prison. You know what? You know what kind of madness is gonna happen in Jamaica now? And now Jamaican people are at his mercy. Yeah, the man said, Allah, Allah, I have to kill him. And thumped the man in the head back. And then went down the street and chop up the little boy. His father just did an interview on Jamaica Gleaner saying he is, I think he said he's completely surprised and, and feel bad about it. That's the Jamaican one that ended up in Jamaica and chop up the little 3-year-old. Now, if you're asking where's the father of this 31-year-old Swiss national who is in Jamaica, I don't know. He wasn't mentioned. Only his mother is mentioned in. So I don't know if it's a single mother situation or daddy dead and gone or what the case is. I won't speak on it because I don't know. Right? But that's that for the morning. So, babe, send my daughter come now. Yes, sugar. It is your birthday, mommy. It is your birthday. It's ooh. Come here. Come let these people see you. They were saying happy birthday to you. Let me move the light. Come around this way. Ooh, look at this girl. Look. Come over here so they can see you. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Look, she dressed up already.
I got this crown.
You got your crown. Your crown says happy birthday.
Ow.
Ooh, you gorgeous.
Good.
I love you.
Good.
All right, so this is where we're going to end the video, and we're going to go make this all about Milani now because it is her birthday. So happy birthday, Milani.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, mommy. You see that? Look at the screen. Say happy birthday, princess. Dozine Thompson says hi, beautiful. Look, Serenity says happy birthday. Lots of birthday wishes coming in. Nick, Sis Sophia, Sharian. Everybody is telling you happy birthday, giving you hearts and cakes and stuff. Cake? All right. I appreciate y'all greatly. Thank you. Hi, Papa. All right. And we're going to get out of here. All right.
I want to see my brothers. I want to show my brother. I want to show my birthday to my brothers.
You want to show Kai?
No, I show my brothers to.
Oh, your other brothers?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going to go get them soon. All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. God spare my life right here. Walk good. Be good. Go with God. And if you can't be good, be careful. All right. I'm out. Peace. Oh, Sister Sophia, Kaitaja Empress sent you $50. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. One love, people. I appreciate you greatly, and we'll see y'all later. All right.